In this universe,
in this galaxy,
in this world,
beneath the influencer clouds,
over the viral video fields,
off the information superhighway,
there are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering
more opinions.
If you listen,
you will hear.
And speaking of tapeworms, roundworms, tsetse flies, assassin bugs, and malaria, hi Ryan!
Ahoy, ahoy. I thought crabs would have been on that list, but no, never mind.
Don't tell me about your personal life. This is a show we're doing here.
Ocean crabs, ocean crabs.
Hi Colleen, how are you?
Yeah, so yeah.
You keeping the old man in rice pudding, are you?
And you guys are stuck with me again because the good old garbage man is out doing his heroic civic duty with snow plowing.
Nah, he's probably in a pickup truck hidden somewhere on his phone. Yeah, just like Uncle Hack would say about the guys on site when Uncle Hack used to talk about that kind of thing back in the day.
Yeah, well, no, you got to remember he's not in Mackenzie, so I don't think it works that way anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, snow,
how
it
was
is
your
that time
week?
of year. Yeah. Well, it was another week. Bit more pain in the knees, bit harder to get up in the morning. Life headed toward 50. God, it sucks.
Oh yeah, I just love when you sleep in that wrong position and you wake up half gimped.
Yet the neck is like, I'm gonna have this for 3 days now. Jesus.
Oh, yeah, getting old sucks.
Yeah, but it's inevitable, so you might as well grumble and groan with a hint of a smile because there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, exactly. So, you got anything up front here?
I do, and momentarily I will share that because I saw that this happened last night, and it sucks because I was a fan of his. So this should be another part of the drinking game of the show. Wait for Alex's computer. So Udo Kier, prolific German actor, died, I think it was, what was that, yesterday? Yeah, today's the 24th, at the age of 81. Sucks, because he was really good. He was in a lot of interesting movies. Very interesting guy. Lived quite the life, though. So, props to him. If anyone is saying, who the hell was Udo Kier? Well, for example, movies that I saw him in, if we go back to 2019, out of the 275 projects that he had done, with 7 upcoming, if we go back to 2019, there was an interesting one called The Painted Bird, shot in black and white. That's an interesting movie. If we go back even further, Iron Sky. God, this was a silly, but just by watching reading the description, it's going to be a silly movie, so you go along for the ride anyway. Further back than that, there was one from, he was in Rob Zombie's Halloween. Nice. If we go back to 2000, I think it was 2004. Yeah, it's in here somewhere. Yeah, again, this is why it sucks getting old. No, it wasn't Blood Rain. I never saw Blood Rain, thank God. Dracula 3000, I never saw that. Oh, There it is, 1.0 with Jeremy Sisto. This was an interesting movie. I loved the cinematography. It was a strange movie, and Udo Kier made a very interesting choice regarding character portrayal. But hey, why not? If you're going to be in hundreds and hundreds of movies, you might as well. If you want to peruse his catalog, it's here on the Internet Movie Database, so he was a thing. So rest in peace, Udo Kier.
I just want to chime in about Mr. Kier there. Didn't know who the hell he was till I looked at his IMDb like you were just on there. And for those of you who still don't kind of know, he played the rich guy in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, the one where Ace went swimming with the sharks.
Speaking of swimming with sharks, hi, Casey.
Mr. Casey, I found an image of you on the interwebs. Well, actually, I found a couple of you. The first one I found of you was apparently you participating at the Special Olympics last year.
Still came in last place, but damn it if he didn't try.
Yeah. And of course, I have one. Well, I got actually a lot of you, Casey, but I found out just by my research that, well, let's just show you. I didn't know you read Cosmo, man.
Now, before we get to that, I want to give a special shout out and a great big virtual hug and praise and down on my knees, and I'm not worthy, to our friend Courtney. Hello, Courtney. How are you? It's so good to see you.
Hello, hello.
Someone who has never participated in the Special Olympics, Courtney. Although back in the day when she was her old clumsy self, I'm sure she could have gotten at least third place. But
Yeah.
Oh, God. Stop. That we know.
I was kind of hoping Tex would be for around because, yeah, I got some spy cam footage of him and Casey. Well, it looks like it was timeout that got bad, but anyways, I'll show in a little bit.
Thank you, Courtney, for laughing at us on Facebook. We really appreciate it. Any engagement from our friends, past, present, and hopefully future, we greatly appreciate. So thank you so much. Hope you're doing well up there in the old north. I'm not going to dox because I didn't ask permission. You're not being blackmailed, Casey, because we're not asking for money yet.
No, I just show him. I don't give a shit what you think.
But since he's here, on Casey's channel, here it is now. He's still doing stuff. Lethal Enforcers for the NES. That sounds familiar. I think I played the arcade version of this game. Xenocrisis and Gauntlet, I've no idea. In the live stream, he did not do a Saturday is Raw, which is fine. He's still keeping himself busy with Legend of Zelda and Fortnite. However, I went to the shorts section recently. Yes, I perused Casey's shorts, everyone. And this Ric Flair teaches financial advice. This almost reminded me of something that Rowdy Roddy Piper would have done. But Casey's having way too much fun with AI. For example, Billy Mays showing up. And I went back quite a ways. If you look at the views for, there was one with Tony Khan. Yes, there it is. Tony Khan announces the new AEW $1 billion championship belt, 24,000 views. Good for you, Casey. Then there was The Gay Order has debuted in WWE, 4.9 thousand. Undertaker on The Price is Right, old WWF footage. If we keep going back, I watched this one because it's George Carlin, and George Carlin does a comedy stand-up bit on me and my YouTube friends, specifically Devious Dave Rose. It's a good start. It sounds like Carlin. It's got the delivery. The face is pretty close. The problem is that it cuts off right when it's building up to a joke, or it delivers a joke to me that's kind of flat. But it's like a mini compilation of a bunch of what would be Carlin jokes if he knew who Casey was. And if anyone was wondering, Jesus, Casey, you got a lot of AI, but if you want, it's fine. He's getting pretty decent views. Way, way back, because I went way, way back. It's somewhere around here, maybe a bit further. There it is. So, special announcement about the state of Saturday is Raw. If anyone wants to know why Saturday is Raw is not happening on a consistent basis, Casey gives a good little explanation right here. And in the case that Frank, well, even if he doesn't show up, happening tomorrow on The Harsh Truth, a review for Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Saw the movie, and I gotta say, well, it was a movie. I saw it, and that's about it. But I hope they have fun doing that. I look forward to hearing it later in the week.
I gotta love reviews. I don't know why, but I like regular people's opinions on shit. The biggest problem I find with a lot of movie reviewers is their heads so far up their own ass with their own pretension that they ruin it. Like they can ruin some movies. I know before he croaked, Roger Ebert did that actually on a handful of movies. Went back and gave a little bit more, I wouldn't say lenient, but more balanced and better outlook on it.
Yeah, I agree. He did change his tune on some movies. Now, whether that was sincere on his part or if he knew he was dying and he wanted to have a little bit better of a legacy, so he looked at some of the bad reviews he did, and he saw the way the tide had gone regarding those movies, and he thought, oh, that was a really good movie that people liked, so I better change my tune. We'll have no idea. And Courtney says yes. Thank you for chiming in, Courtney. She's like the new Bolo because Bolo's not here. Hey guys, I want to chime in. Yeah, Courtney, what do you got? Yes. Okay. Great.
So I want to go off on a little bit of a rant here.
Yes.
I back in the early summer got a phone call from TELUS, and they offered me this great deal for my home internet and even some little bit of TV. Long story short, they accidentally suspended my service Tuesday morning last week. Yeah, I was behind a little bit, and I made an arrangement to make the payment when I got paid. So I called them up. They're like, oh, yeah, because I actually talked to a guy who said to me, don't worry about it. Everything's taken care of. Yeah, well, obviously it wasn't. So I get to try it to have, oh, yeah, Courtney. Oh, I saw that early. Yeah, you could definitely chime in. But anyways, I contacted them and they said to me, oh, sorry for the mistake, blah, blah, blah. Then I get a call from another department about 2 hours later. Apparently the service that I had about 6 hours beforehand no longer exists in my address. So there's no way that they can re-sign up my service. So after 4 days of dealing with this shit, they finally gave me a solution where now I have to use the wireless cell phone signals to get internet. That's what I'm using right now is my phone for internet. Yeah. And they're sending me this at the same, well, no, it's actually $20 more a month because apparently I have to pay for this box they're sending. I haven't even begun to start a battle with them yet, but I'm waiting until my shit comes in before I start filing the necessary regulatory complaints. And then to top it off, I started talking to my ex-wife. They did the same exact thing to her because we don't have fiber in our we didn't have fiber at our old house, and I don't have fiber in my building. So because of their screw up, I was left internetless all week, having to use my cell phone data. Thank God I had enough gigabytes, is all I say. But, get your act together, tell us.
Wow, tell us. Wow. We unfortunately will never be sponsored by TELUS, and after that customer experience, yeah, I can see why. So I secretly use McDonald's Wi-Fi. Do you live at the back of the McDonald's, or do you camp out on the roof, Casey? Hey, Stephanie, how are you? And yes, Casey, I will check out later in the week Slasher Cart 64. Looks interesting. Hopefully it's something to do with, people getting hacked up. Because, the word slasher is in it, so it's got to be that way. Yeah.
So I got a question for you. I'm not really, because his name is not coming to my head, but the director of Poor Things, and what the hell's the other one he did? Um, The Favorite. He's has a very foreign sounding name, but
I know who
I
it
can't.
is.
Do ya?
It's a Greek director. He's made some very interesting movies over the years. He likes to cast Willem Dafoe. Yorgos Lanthimos is his name.
Yes. And have you seen any of his recent movies that have starred Emma Stone?
I have. I've seen 2 so far.
I mean, good on him for getting her to do what she's doing, but holy shit, every movie is a softcore porn with her in it lately, where she's showing everything. Bravo to him, but I gotta ask, how the hell? Like, they're the most twisted like bizarre movies to watch. And then I'm watching and it's like, oh wait, there's Emma Stone's tit. Holy shit, there's her. Like, I mean, it was full frontal. Nice.
Welcome to European art house cinema, where the director will go on and on and on about why you need to be nude in this scene, and you'll get it. And you'll do it too, because it's for the art. And yeah, sometimes it does make sense, but if you just get a snapshot of what's going on, then no, you're going to think all these people are crazy. They are, but there's some sense to it.
Oh,
Did I
yeah.
fire? I did not fire him. I laid him off. Yeah. Because he was
gave him
doing too
his,
much of this. Out of his mouth.
fart.
Yeah. Sorry for cutting you off. There's a delay. Maybe it's my computer because I've had it for 3 years now. But yeah, I think there's a delay going on. But then again, I'm slow, I'm old, I'm dumb. Yeah. Yeah, Courtney, feel free to chime in on that anytime now.
Hey, Casey, got a question for you out there. Did you like the Barbie movie? Because I have some inside footage that you and Tex both attended its premiere when it came out.
Whoa. Whoa. Somebody got some explaining to do.
Yeah, but I don't know. Because They also went, um, well, there was a couple incidences. The first one was they went to Wicked together.
Uh-huh. I like the dress. It's very colorful.
Yeah, yeah, it really shows us Casey's style and
It's barely shorter than I. No, Casey, you're taller than we thought you were, actually.
but then they were at a Texas A&M game a few weeks ago and they were caught.
Come on, guys. It's 2025. Can't you just, stick to posting this stuff only on OnlyFans? I mean, Courtney does have a point. How do you know that we don't have an OnlyFans? I'm talking about me individually and then Casey and Tex individually. Yeah.
There's and I'll just because I'm laughing, there's oh yeah, here's Casey, Tex, and Art the Clown having a lovely dinner together.
I think Tex would wholeheartedly approve of this picture.
Oh yes.
Wow.
I thought I'm just dicking around with these pictures, AIs that are free out there because I don't feel like spending the money that they charge for these AIs. Uh, it really is a little work because you gotta get the two pictures, then you gotta have them put into a scene. Once you put them into the scene, then you can change their outfits and then put them in different settings. I tried for about 45 minutes until I said screw it because I had a picture of the Coldplay cheating couple and I was going to get Tex and Casey to basically replace them because I'm too lazy to use Photoshop.
I made of bacon? Good question. Are you made of bacon? Have you ever cut off a piece of the finger and, fried it up with some butter? Yes, that's a good question. Ryan, what do you use for AI?
I use Prodia, Prodia. If you Google it, they have two free options where you can input a picture and then create based on that. And then you can create imaginative ones. But a really trick I'll just let you know is if you use another AI like ChatGPT, have them create the prompt for the other AI because it's a lot easier and it comes out a lot more flawless.
Good tip. This is a good question. Well, they even need actors when you can recreate an image. Some people who have little to no budgets, yes, they will use AI to make movies entirely. Big studios, though, I don't think they're going to switch over entirely to AI. I think they'll keep using real actors, at least for the most part. Who knows? In 10 years, it might be a blend of real actors and AI. I don't know that there's a giant clamoring in the public opinion for all AI. It's not going away. There are still purists out there who want only real stuff. I go to Pexels and Pixabay to look for stock footage, and there are options to look for authentic or AI only. So at the very least, it's differentiating there because some of us want actual footage. If there's a poll taken, and you can't trust polls, but if there's a poll taken and the majority of people want AI, then the studios are going to shift in that direction. But I don't think actors are going away. I think there's going to be more in the way of independent productions when it comes to authentic footage and real actors. But Good question, though. When it comes and to add on to that, how is AI going to change the game when it comes to making older actors look younger? AI is going to be utilized heavily, I think. Benjamin Button, for example. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. It would help it to look more real. GTA 6 using AI, that would be incredible, I think.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
well, I saw a video where they showed um like the first ones that were coming out where everyone was joking. I think it was Will Smith eating a burger and it showed like his mouth suddenly disappearing and then the burger was on his forehead and that was some of the first videos that we got and then it showed the difference and holy crap, like, and that was in a 6 month period, so this video showed an update
Yeah,
every.
yeah, you're right. I think there was a beer commercial that we showed on this show early last year, maybe sometime the year before, and it looked horrific and horrendous. It was nightmarish. Now it's looking a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite scary, and in the form that I think it's scary is something I read about people creating AI revenge porn on their ex-spouses because it's pretty easy to put somebody's face in an AI platform and say, "Hey, show this person getting, dinged doing this, or this," and it shows up.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. At this very point, though, we can tell what is AI because it looks really smooth. There's no, marks. Well, there is some marks and lines in the face, but you can tell it looks almost pristine, even with that little George Carlin clip and Casey's shorts. Giggity. That's messed up. It is, but this is the world we live in. Why do they? You know, Interesting you say that because the porn industry has been the catapult for a lot of technological advancements. VHS and Betamax, for example, paying online, AI at this point, huge server farms, advancements in thumbnails and using GIFs as 3 and 4 second thumbnails or even longer than that. Yeah, it's a huge industry. I looked up the numbers recently, and of course, looking up anything on a search engine, you're going to get the AI results at the top. Anywhere between 97 and $100 billion annually is what the porn industry pulls in. So this is not some backwoods thing.
And traditionally, um, certain aspects of organized crime and the adult entertainment industry are the only two true industries that are recession proof.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's going to be at the future. It's going to be like those hollow decker things on Star Trek where you can make your own fantasy. That's what it's coming to for porn. My prediction is you want to see, the weirdest shit that gets whatever person's boat going. You're going to be able to type it in and they're going to create it for you. And it's in some ways, it's better that way because you're not exploiting people. That's the way I look at it.
AI Terminator Revenge. No, I like the Down syndrome Terminator idea a little bit better. And Courtney, if that makes you laugh, we did a clip from the Onion Nuggets channel, I think 2 episodes ago, where someone on one of their shows had sent in a donation saying that to stop Skynet from attacking humanity in the future, we tried to infect AI with brain rot. So it ended up sending instead of a T800 back in time or a T1000, it sent a Down syndrome Terminator because of all the AI brain rot that it infected it.
Oh,
Yeah, waiting for the fembots. Ooh,
but
interesting.
like I'll show you this for um let me just see here. I'm gonna share the screen here. Facebook. Here we go. So this is a Facebook page. It's alternate reality movies, and they photoshopped Arnold into Rambo First Blood,
Yeah,
or First Blood as some call it. Yeah, but like really good. Like it, it looks like he's there.
that is pretty good. Yeah, and some people who really love movies are going to start using that idea for, well, the movie could have had this person or that person. So why not do that entire movie that way just to see what it would look like? Order customly. Yeah, yeah, it's going to get to that point, but it's not going to be cheap. And the way the economy is now, and it's probably not going to get better, who's going to be able to afford it? It's going to be like underground mafia created fembots or something, and they're all going to have brain rot Down syndrome.
I can't remember which comedian did this joke, but they were talking about how it, um adult toys are such discriminated against between men and women. A man goes in and they're kind of worried about being made to feel like a pervert because they bought whatever they bought, right? But of course, they say that women can go in and buy their, gas powered super vibrator, give you an O face 2000, and that's okay.
Gas powered? Come on, man. You can't use anything gas powered inside. It's got to be, eco friendly. What do you mean gas powered? Is it like diesel? Because they like diesel in Europe.
Yeah, a little bit of diesel and a little bit of propane.
Come on, man. We're going to run out of oil in the next 37 something years. And we've got all this coal and natural gas. Why can't we have like coal fired dildos or something?
Yeah, like a steam. Yeah, the steam pump sex toys. There we go.
Turbocharged. Oh, man. Hot diggity dog. Look who it is.
Giddy up.
It's Miss Vor herself. I mean. Hi, Cora. Nice to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, so
You caught us at the right moment. We're talking about coal fired dildos. Please chime in.
God, could you imagine the amount of burnt? Never mind. That's just going too far.
I can. Yep, that's going to be the description for the end of next week's show when I talk about Gloria Pouchfontaine's quiche-smelling uterus.
Oh, so I wanted to bring this up. For anyone in the Prince George area, I saw something on Facebook the other day, and I wanted to just show it here because this sort of went viral. This is a guy named Brock Gable that took it. He does a lot of photographs in town, posts them on Facebook. But this is a beautiful little art installation here in Prince George at one of our parks, Ginter's Field, and that. And I found out after the fact that it's actually the garbage man's lovely niece, Reese, that has done this. She, I'm just gonna get rid of this one. She did this and she created these on her own here. Here's her with a couple of her creations. Of course, made sure it was okay. But yeah, she makes these, and I think people really like them because they're pretty. And this time of year, everything looks like absolute garbage in town. But oh yeah, Cora, might as well. That's the team you're talking about. That's the Prince George Cougars. I have season tickets, 2 seats right on the glass. On the weekend, I kind of just had a little bit of well, I got caught on camera flipping off the other team. It was quite hilarious.
Yes,
Hey,
now I'm
you're
going to show that momentarily. We cringe when they go.
Yeah, your team, the Winterhawks, got our rivals in the playoffs. Last 2 playoff rounds, they've kicked us out first or second round. We had them back the only time this year, first games of the season, and we kicked their ass. But I enjoy a good rivalry.
So that blur on the right, that is Ryan, and I could just imagine the face he's actually making if the focus was correct. To be like something like that.
And actually, I have, if you, it's a blink, you miss it, but I do have a video of the actual said finger incident. And I'll just bring that up here. Coming up.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Oh, yes. And to quote Homer Simpson, that ticket does not gives me the duty, no, the right to make a complete ass out of myself.
Speaking of which, Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage?
I think that's when I was visiting Tex.
That's so great. You got to show that one for Cora and Courtney. The one where AI took my face and turned it into a zombie while I was hanging off of Nick.
Oh, yes, yes. I will just go into that folder here. Show.
This background image, I can't remember what I was looking up in the last week or so, but it looked really cool, and I thought, yeah, that's what I want. They're evil. And that's really what I went with. I just wanted something evil. And thank you very much to Sarah May for liking us on Facebook. Greatly appreciated.
A second here. Well, why the hell isn't it showing up? Okay, let's see if I can get this up here.
Giggity.
Not that, no problem with that there, buddy.
Like I said, don't tell me about your personal life. This is a show.
There we go. Oh, here it is. Yeah, got it up.
Take away the banner just so you can see. The Apple sips.
Doing the apocalypse.
Oh, that's a great picture. I think you sent that to me. If you did not, please do, because I'm probably going to use that for a future segment.
Yeah, I definitely will. That was one of those ones where it came out perfect the first time, and then to fix the words, it it never came out the exact same, which is a piss off. That's the joy of AI. It's unless you're spending the money, you can't really perfect some things, which is good. It kind of adds to its charm, I guess.
Yes. And that original picture that it's based off, oh, Jesus, I don't think I have it. I could be wrong, though. I think that was December of 2001 that original picture was taken. I'm almost certain I do have it. Apocalypse, yeah, without the L. Does he smile? Uh, yes, because he is truly brainless. Not even a hint of a lack of intelligence, which frustrates the real Alex. So I smile to try and hide it. This is great. I'll keep looking. I'm pretty sure I have that original picture somewhere.
Yeah, I think I got it uh, somewhere around here too. I just got a hunt for it, but yeah, it's somewhere around here.
Okay. I guess I don't have that original. Someone else does. But I have the others from that photo shoot, let's say. And while Ryan is looking for that, I've brought up a few websites in the past that should cure your boredom, and here is another one. This is from Britannica.com. Games and quizzes. So if you're ever bored and you want something new to do, go to Britannica.com. I had never tried, whereas at Sudoku, I had never tried this in all the years that it's been out there. So I decided to give it a try, and it was relatively easy to pick up, and it was something to do. So, bored no more. There was another one or two that were really good. There was Name That World Flag, which I completely failed at. Not guess the U.S. city, but there was another geography one that was really good. I think it was guess the countries of the world. So you have a snapshot of a portion of the world and something like Spain that's highlighted. So then I think you don't type in the word, but I think you have a list. Yeah, like multiple choice. That was really cool. I did decently on that one. Now, there's no life quiz in which this is going to be necessary, this information, but it's just something cool to do. So, bored no more, Britannica.com, games and quizzes. So are you Canadians? I almost stopped reading right there. No.
No, we really don't. They added Black Friday sales up here about 10 years ago, I'd say, give or take. And now they have what you call it, a Black Friday month for a lot of companies.
Ugh. Well, what's cool about U.S. Thanksgiving, yes, it's called Cyber Monday, exactly, is that in the days following that, people always upload clips and bits of footage of fights around the dinner table at Thanksgiving. It's great.
Before we had Black Friday and the Cyber Monday it's not as well, it's still big per se, but we have Boxing Day sales on December 26th. And those I remember when I first moved to Prince George, it was nuts on Christmas Eve, the people camping outside of Future Shop.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to work one of those once. It was hell. They had the management coming around, shoving chocolate flavored espresso beans in our hands to keep us motivated because energy drinks weren't quite a thing yet back then. Holy shit, I'm dating myself.
Cooking turkeys by deep frying. Ooh. Deep frying.
I've done that. At my former in-laws there, they bought a turkey deep fryer, borrowed one, and I was the one that had to lower it in that year. And I can see how people really screw up because if you're first of all, you don't put a frozen turkey in a vat of hot oil, and we're talking probably 6, 7 liters, and they'll just drop it in, and it's just a mushroom cloud of grease fire.
Americans are stupid. Now, for anyone who's going to watch in the future, let it be known that Cora is an American. So don't come at us with, you hate Americans. We're going to invade your country and make you the 51st state. Nope, not us. We do not control what the real Lady Cora says, although we encourage her to say as much as possible. Consumerism of Christmas makes me cringe, as opposed to the consumerism of Easter and pretty much the summer season and Thanksgiving and New Year's Eve and Halloween and insert everything else here. It should be illegal. Ooh, and Coors America.
Well, they don't really give you anything to lower in the friggin' turkey, right? So you gotta, Jimmy rig something up, which is absolutely horrible. And then there's still that chance that the turkey you're dropping into the oil is gonna fall from your jerry rigged stick because you don't want to be anywhere near that just in case if it falls or you put it in too quick. But yeah, common sense goes right out the window with those deep fryers.
Just... no wonder why they don't hate us for our freedom. They hate us for our maple syrup. Remember hearing that one back in 2003? That's why we got to invade America. They hate us for our beavers. People, honey, you know what I'd really like for Thanksgiving this year? What's that? A corn dog, but it tastes like turkey rather than a wiener. You got it. That's when you got to dress up like a welder when you're deep frying a turkey.
There's videos out there of guys in the full firefighter. Like I saw one guy, it looked like he was wearing oil rig firefighter suits with the metal shield putting it in.
Ah, you're not part of it anymore, Courtney, but one day in the past you were. But it's great that you're not. They're jealous. Yeah, why not have a sale on fuel or food on Black Friday? Yeah, that's not a bad. Hey, what about at Costco?
Good old Costco gas, it's always 10 cents cheaper than anywhere else here in Prince.
I am reborn. Hallelujah. Praise the Courtney. And to completely change it up, here is a clip from our new favorite channel. Where did it go? It disappeared on me. Whoa. I guess that kind of spoiled the surprise. But you know where I'm going with this. This is from VCR of Death, which you can find on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. This is a clip from Ricky O, the story of Ricky from 1991. All hail practical effects. This is a note for Tex. When you finally get... Jesus, what the hell is the name? Hillbilly Wolfman Meth Head into production next year or the year after, you've got to find out how this was done so you can incorporate this into your movie. Interestingly enough, this movie, Ricky O, from 1991, it's got a 7.0 rating on the Internet Movie Database with 16,000 votes. Oh, nice. You got what, Cora? WrestleMania? Did you get that during the A.A.T.R.N? And here's for Cora. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about Wolverine and the Wolfman and anyone else who becomes huge in the upper body, their pants stay on somehow.
So I have a question for you. You're probably familiar with the Found Footage Festival? Because they have some really interesting. Usually, they get people sending them in, or they find it on their own. Videos that they find in thrift stores is commonly where they pick it up. And I actually have one of their videos because it doesn't really fall into anything that's normally done on your guys' show here. But I thought we'd all take a look, travel back to the 1980s and take a look at some real video dating clips from some very interesting men.
You're looking for me. I'm looking for someone. Where can you be? Someone.
Okay, early to bed, early to rise makes a woman healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's why you're wiser than me. It's Stephen.
Hi, I'm Maurice. I'm an executive by day and a wild man by night.
Hi, my name's Monroe. You've probably already noticed that I have incredibly blue eyes.
Hi, my name is Phil. Most of my friends call me Big Phil.
Okay. I like to talk to people deep into the night.
I play guitar.
I'm A.A.T.R.N.
Hi, I'm Fred. Hi, my name's Mike, and if you're sitting there watching this tape smoking your cigarette, well, hit the fast forward button, because I don't smoke and I don't like people who do smoke.
I'm not afraid to get sand on my tuxedo if you're not afraid to let the wind mess your hair up a little bit when I take the top down.
Perhaps even a nice bath with some champagne and candles.
After he's done murdering you.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom? Excuse me? Hi, Mom? Why would your mom be watching?
It could be for the Alabama video date.
I do fashion photography, and I do consider myself a refined valley dude.
Okay, I'm looking for a trendy girl with a simple smile. Wait, it says here, oh, excuse me.
I don't know, what I'm not looking for is some big, overgrown monster that's always thinking about food and...
Whoso...
Whoa. I'll have you know, good sir, that some of those women who like thinking about food, they're what make life worth living. Let me tell you.
And there's some that are very svelte. Look at those women that do the hot dog eating contest. Some of those girls are like rail thin.
Do you want to know how they practice for those hot dog eating contests? Well, let me tell you.
binds to himself a joy, doth its winged life destroy.
I like to do a lot of sailing. I like to outdoor activities. I like climbing. I like travel.
I took a sponge ball, was pulling him out of a little girl's ear. Vivacious, foxy.
I'm looking for the goddess. Are you the goddess? Who is the goddess? The goddess is the woman, is a woman, is any woman, is all women.
A figure that
And with that guy, you know, he's looking for an 8-ball of coke with that too.
It is sexy, slim, tight, excellent legs.
I'm a 25-year subscriber to both Playboy and the New Yorker magazine.
At night,
Hey, so you know this guy, he reads and he fucks. Good on you, sir. I hope you found someone.
operate a damsel in distress hotline. I guess you'd call me a knight.
One of my favorite foods is pizza. And just sugar and spice and all those things that are nice.
Like to be with people who are as fun and adventuresome as well.
Is into having fun.
Have fun.
I enjoy having fun, yes.
Looking for somebody who likes to have a lot of fun.
I'm looking for someone to have fun with.
I'd love to have a good...
Now, I hate to kill the momentum here, but is that code for something? When they say fun, what are they really saying? Come on now.
Time, able to have fun.
Early to rise
Oh,
makes...
shit. What was that?
I was just going to say, them and their tons of fun. Wink.
What do you do with this motley crew? You make sure their mugshots are up to date and they cannot go near any schools.
Fun, yes. Looking for somebody who likes to have a lot of fun.
I'm looking for someone to have fun with.
I'd love to have a good time.
Able to have fun.
Fun and laughter.
And anything that's fun, I like to have fun.
And have a lot of fun.
Are you looking for me?
No fatties.
I want it all.
No hamsters.
I steal watches.
No dopers, no smokers, no alcoholics.
We don't like to write checks.
No Donna Juanitas.
We don't like to take out the garbage.
No posers.
What I'm doing right now is making a movie about World War II.
No crazies.
Santa Monica and my front porch swing.
I'm currently involved in cleaning up toxic waste.
I'm not having fun doing this. Do you like cats?
Domestic violence,
I like to wear bright socks, and I'm an avid Cleveland Browns fan.
sexual abuse,
Life is a playground, and I want somebody to play with.
all sorts of alcoholics and addicts and stuff.
Because I really have a zany sense of humor.
We probably don't like to clean the house.
My mother still writes to me regularly.
Because I average about 4 hours a night sleep.
I will cry at a commercial.
I'm interested in most phases of data processing.
Fire-breathing dragons.
Type A, I'm not. Comfortable, caring, and serious about a relationship, I am.
Wow, and he deadpanned that to the camera. Guys, he wants to-
I'm still trying to figure out why the hell this guy's dressed up as a goddamn Viking.
He's just passionate, Ryan. You can't deny that. He's not hurting anyone yet.
I'm really looking for somebody I can feel special about. And I don't encounter people like that very often. And I'm hoping you're one of them.
Are you that woman? Please give me a call.
And you know that a journey always begins with the first step. And I hope that if you like what I'm trying to say, or you'd like to know more about me, to please write.
Notice with that guy there, he's pushing 40, but his ideal woman has to be under 40 or under 30. Oh, yes. Gotta love the 1980s.
Next up on America's Most Wanted.
Well, there's two that two. Well, there's a lot more than two, but the guy that, come on, let's go have a bath together. It's like, and then the smoking guy. I mean, I can understand,
I'm with you, Cora. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm 44 too, and a few women I talk to say it's quite just a shit show for online dating.
Yeah, and that's what Cora was saying earlier. This is sadly not worse than dating apps. So, Jesus, I haven't used any kind of dating app since 2007, 8, and even then it was brief. But there's got to be some way that before you post your profile, you have to look at it objectively. What I mean by that is when you're really knee deep into a task, walk away from it. Come back with fresh eyes. So if you're writing a book, you're editing a video, stop, walk away, give yourself 5 minutes, and then come back to it. And you'll see stuff that you didn't see when you were like really close up to it. So that's what people should be doing with their dating profiles, because then they're gonna say, "Whoa, I don't want anyone to know this. I spelled that wrong. I got that across completely wrong." So yeah, I won't do it. Good for you. Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Good choice. No bath. You know, when I think of a bathroom mirror pic, I think of James Franco, who took this really weird bathroom pic, and I can't remember what talk show he was on. Maybe it was Jimmy Kimmel. And he just looked freaking awful. He had no shirt on. He looked like hell. And when he posted this thing, and that's the only bathroom mirror selfie that comes to mind when I think of a bathroom mirror selfie. James Franco. Oof.
Well, since I've been single, I've dabbled taking a look on these sites, and there's some really, it goes both ways. There was one I got a like from a woman, and I looked at the profile, and and the house in the background, because it was a selfie in a mirror, was an absolute mess. But it was the fact that her stomach was hanging out of the picture that just kind of, it was like, yeah, no thanks.
Cora makes a good point. Half the time we want the pics to see how a guy dresses. Yes, because appearance is extremely important.
Just be like the old days, go to a bar and see what you can find.
There is a bit of a distortion with those filters. Yes, Cora. Although I would like to hear from someone who will defend the use of the filters, even if they don't use the filters all the time. I myself, when I take pictures, not of myself, but when I'm out there in the world taking pictures on the few occasions that I do, I will use Photoshop to spruce up the saturation and the lighting. And that's about it when it comes to Photoshop for my pictures.
But I think, like, with me too, with pictures, like, to better get lighting, because the cell phone cameras on mine, it's really nice, but it can look a hell of a lot better, adding like better lighting. And because, like, even this picture here, I took that with my phone, but I photoshopped it to bring out Mount Robson clear from when I took it, because it was a pretty dreary day when I took that.
Yeah. Yeah, but when it comes to pictures of yourself, yes, you take the picture, look at it, really look at it, get a second or third opinion, preferably from someone who's not a psycho, and don't apply filters, don't Photoshop, because you're presenting you're advertising yourself, because you're going to have to go out there in real life and meet these people. So you can't put a filter on yourself IRL. That's not how that works. At least not yet. Going back to our conversation about AI, maybe somehow everyone walks around with screens over their faces. Yeah, you're going to be able to do it then.
And to add maybe pictures of themselves, because I find a horrible trend where you'll get 3 women in the same friggin' shot as all their pictures. So it's a guessing game of who it is.
Yes. Yeah. I swear I've seen that before. Yeah, the blurred out thing. Yeah, it's like something from a Japanese horror movie. When the face is blurred out like The Ring or The Grudge.
Well, I read on I think it was a Reddit post. I wish I still had access to it, but a guy did an experiment using I think yeah, it was Plenty of Fish, one of the dating sites out there. And the guy was setting up so he set up a profile and pretty, decent looking guy. His profile was normal, no red flags. And then he created a one for a female around the same time for the same area. He didn't really receive much attention from his, but the female one, within the first 24 hours of that fake profile going live, there was over 250 messages. 250 messages plus I think the examples showed something like more than three quarters of them all started off with a creepy, hey baby, hey beauty, like just going right full on, trying to charm them up by calling them pet names as their greeting. And of course, then there was the huge chunk that was trying to solicit them for sex. So, yeah, I can see why it's hard out there.
Want to have a mental health check. Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, intelligence test would be nice. Never use pet names. Good. This is all good advice. Cora, you could start your own dating app, and sure, you won't get a lot of people on there, but the ones you do, they will be quality. Read the fucking names on the. Hey, baby. My name is Jessica. Hey, baby. I mean, Jess. I mean, baby. Yeah.
You really should.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
I'll tell you the amount of, like, how many guys, except ones that are a little bit socially disabled or defective, and I use defective not insulting anyone because it's obvious you got a defect when you see a group of women and you're propositioning them for sex. There was a recent YouTube video where a woman was in God, it was Nepal. Yeah, in the Himalayas. And she was dressed like a normal, Australian tourist. And there was a local standing there looking at her. And he immediately started propositioning her for sex in this video. But that's bad enough. But the video ended, blurred, of course, with him taking out his wiener and waving it around in front of her.
I saw that. That was recent.
Yeah, like within the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, that was cringe AF. And I'm surprised she didn't take off sooner because she was in not a tuk-tuk, but she was on some kind of golf
I
cart
think it
kind
was
of
a
thing.
tuk-tuk. I think it was a tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of problems with certain cultures not quite understanding how it is in the West. I know my daughter, she's 20, goes to a few of the bars here that we used to go to when we were younger, and she says there's certain groups of people at the bars that are basically, I think, pretty close, and I think my daughter even used the word coming off very rapey. Yeah. So it's usually hounding. Like they go after these girls like within a group setting, and there is absolutely no safe place for them to go, and there has been a high amounts of roofies apparently in the bars that have been um, naive or really drunk girls not knowing any better taking drinks from these assholes.
Yeah. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Never send dick pics. Even if you are asked to send one, don't do it. Just say no, kids. I mean, people of legal age, just say no. There is no good angle. Challenge accepted.
Well, no, like she does have a really good point. I
Yeah.
mean, it's there is really no good angle.
It is sexual harassment when you get a dick pic unsolicited. Yes, that is absolutely true. I remember Anna Kasparian of the Young Turks talking about this. She would get them on the freaking daily. Block, 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 block. Just, it flooded with dick after dick after dick after dick. Jesus. Yes, only take drinks from a bartender's hand. Yeah, it should be you're leaning against the bar, and he has to put his hand out that far, and she does the same, and you cover it. Women should have their own lids for their drinks, I think. Yeah.
And I think they even have there is a nail polish that some girl invented. I don't know if it's out there or it was on the market, but you're you swirl your finger in your drink and the nail polish reacts with certain drugs, GHB, Rufalin.
Wow. Nail polish. It's sounding pretty scary in this day and age.
Yeah, you owe me a Coke.
Oh, speaking of which, that's a good idea. I have a news story.
Ooh.
Regarding the Coca-Cola. This comes to us from MSN. So anyone who's not interested in this is where your bathroom break comes up. But I won't spend too long in this. So, sugary sodas cause deadly diseases. Coca-Cola worked to discredit the science. Gee, I wonder why. Selling sugar water. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved Coca-Cola back in the day. I would hang out with the Turners. They loved Coca-Cola. There was nothing better for your taste buds on a hot day than a cold Coca-Cola. Loved it. Haven't had it in years. I would take A&W root beer over Coca-Cola, but give me a Coca-Cola when I'm young and invincible and great. And if you want to read more about this, sugary sodas cause deadly diseases, just copy and paste that into any search engine and you'll get the goods on Coca-Cola being an absolute pile of garbage. Just like the tobacco companies downplaying the amount of nicotine, which led to the movie The Insider with Al Pacino and directed by Michael Mann. Great movie. So yes, Coca-Cola.
It's so funny because, yeah, like you look at with Coca-Cola and the tobacco companies. I mean, it was anything to make a buck. Especially, I saw a picture of cigarettes offered in the 50s with a new safe asbestos-filled filter. Wow. Double the cancer, double the fun.
I know, Corey, you're going to blame your phone, but still. Revomed. Man, I'm adding that one to the lexicon.
What? Like nothing. Like when the company's pushing for you to do that crap, you know it's not good.
But hey, profits over people, bro. It's bad. Yeah. Jesus, weren't there a few videos like that where something was dropped into a can or a glass of Coca-Cola and it just dissolved over time? Thank you. You're welcome anytime. iPad. Oh, nice. Now, when you say proper sugar, are you still referring to table sugar, or is there was it Splenda? It's like that's like a substitute sugar.
I know a lot use proper like fresh cane sugar. Like I know Mexican Coke uses the original um recipe type of sugar where they went to high fructose syrup back in the 80s.
Coconut. Oh, interesting. That's a good idea. So, coconut sugar, natural herbs and spices. Nice. Never heard of that before. Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, thank you for sticking around, Lady Cora. We haven't seen you in a while, and all of a sudden you're number one, only slightly ahead of Courtney. Man, it's great seeing the two of you in the chat together. You two would have fiery conversations in real life, I think. That'd be awesome. Whoa. Jesus. Well, I'm going to give Courtney. Okay, so I'm going to give Courtney one of these. Oh, interesting. Here in Canada, for most imported foods, it's either in the ethnic section of the grocery store or it's at an exotic bodega, which are few and far between.
Well, we had a really nice one in PG, but they got is what happens with most stores. They got too big for their britches, moved into a bigger store, and had to close because they couldn't afford the rent.
Exactly. Yeah, that's happening a lot around here. Life in Vegas is slower in winter. Yeah. Jesus, the last time I was in Vegas was in March, and it was pretty hopping then. And I'm talking March of 2017, and it was like the middle of summer here. It was busy AF. You're welcome. Anytime. Anytime you want to come back. Like, I think you get the gist of this show. It's a slightly different tone with Nick, but with what we do here, it's definitely not highbrow. So you're kind of lowering your intellectual standards, Courtney, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking around as long as you have. I've heard, yes, I've heard. Was there's something you can put in just a tiny glass, and the ants will go to it. I'm not sure if it was sugar or something else.
Yeah, that will get rid of them in a heartbeat. I also know a little bit of borax mixed um, with icing sugar. So it's more of a 90-10, with 90 being the sugar, 10 being the borax for ants. And it'll attract and kill them at the same time.
Nice. Ooh, sourdough bread. Oh,
Ooh.
I tried it. I wasn't a big fan, but maybe it was the kind that I had tried that turned me off from it. In recent years, even though I don't eat bread anymore, I really got to loving the 12 grain bread, especially when it came to peanut butter. But I can't have that either. The show was fucking brilliant. Corey, your standards are too low. I use a bottle cap. Okay. That can be taken out of context, and I look forward to doing so in the future. My standards are low too. Well, thank you for being here, Courtney. And blocked. No. I Don't have ants in Vegas. Yeah, what's in Vegas? Even though it's a dry climate, I'm not going to associate it with something like Australia where everything tries to kill you. Scorpions.
Now you're gonna find scorpions, tarantulas. But I mean, you got to remember, Vegas was built entirely out of nowhere.
Yep. I got rid of my A.A.T.R.N. I read that and I thought, did she have some kind of gastrointestinal disease? But no, she's trying to say ants. So, you know what's coming now. No one gets spared from this.
Yeah, I like not eating constantly, but I do like a real heavy rye bread with make your own Reuben, which is fantastic if you have the right bread.
Now, rye and sourdough bread, they're different breads. Because I haven't had them in years, how would you describe the taste of both?
Sourdough is within itself, just because you get that tiny sour tinge, but the bread itself it's more airy than you would get a rye. A rye is like a very thick, like there's less pour, like less bubbles. I guess it's less porous is the best way to put it.
40-something-year-old Courtney using the word amazeballs. Wow. I just got 20-something years younger.
Alex, I would recommend if there's a really good Jewish deli in Vancouver to go there and have pastrami on rye. I've had one in I think it was Edmonton or somewhere where it was a Jewish like kosher deli, and the sandwich was just amazing.
I'm going to do something old school that I know Courtney, well, she might remember, but I'm going to modify it. I like that amazeball sourdough rye. That's good old Billy Bob from Sling Blade. Rye is pretty. What is a swirl? Yeah, I've been out of the bread game for a number of years now, so. What? Should that be my profile picture on my new dating app or what? I should clip that.
What I just put up there, it's a big ass burger.
Where do you get this from?
It's American. It looks like only. You can't get it in Canada, but it's made by Tyson Foods. So it's just processed greatly.
Yeah. I bet linked in the description down below, the trucker guy we follow. Oh Jesus, I've forgotten his name now. I'm so sorry. Trucking for Cruises. J-Man. Yeah. Remember J-Man, Cora? Yeah, I bet he's seen a bunch of these on his truck stop journeys.
Those are what we used to basically eat at 7-Eleven after a night at Parmar's.
Uh-oh, speaking of Parmars.
Hoy hoy.
Yeah.
I'm not dead. I promise.
Oh yeah? What if you're actually AI and the real garbage man is dead?
There'd be a flaw somewhere. He'd have a hand growing out of his head, or
a bigger dick would be a great thing to have. Just like Dodger Dog. What do we talk about?
So, Lady Cora is here, and so is our good friend Courtney, and we are talking about bread.
I like bread.
Yeah.
What kind of breads?
Sourdough, rye,
Nice. I like me sourdough. I remember Barkerville always had really good bread.
Ooh, nice callback.
Did I miss that? Okay, I was like, huh, I wonder. Hi, Cora. Yeah, because I remember, Barkerville had really good stuff, and it was kind of a special thing when you went there on trips and whatnot. So
They got some specialty bakeries around here that just make sourdough and things like that and put them randomly. And then we got a few honor bakeries where you go up to the person's house, put a 5-spot in a box, and pull out your bread.
Really, in this day and age, you figure it'd be an issue just because people are buttholes, and just taking stuff. You know, you say honor bread, right? We have one of those here, like a vegetable shack. It wasn't on an honor system. Now they had to like put a camera in there because people were just taking the vegetables. It says, "I'm fat, let's party."
It is his most famous shirt.
I actually wasn't gonna. I actually just came on to rehook up my Facebook and check my email. I'm like, I could jump on for a few minutes. So
yeah, I don't know if you saw. I gave your niece a shout out for her beautiful art installation in Prince here.
Nah, that's pretty cool, eh? And then somebody stole it.
Someone stole it?
Yeah, it's gone.
What an ass.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, like people suck.
Yeah.
Seriously, people really suck.
You should have put up not only a camera, but had a prototype version of A.A.T.R.N from the 1988 RoboCop. I am now authorized to use physical force. Just blowing the shit out of him. Yeah.
No, people do suck. When I was at the hockey game, they were doing some throwing shirts into the crowd for anybody, and I was paying attention to the game, and my daughter one landed right on her head, so she grabs it, and this bitch behind her rips it out of my daughter's hands and tries to give it to some little kid. Like, I mean, I didn't see it, and my daughter, she can take care of herself because she told the woman to grow up and fuck off after the point, but. You know, it's still like, really, if the kid's father wanted it, my daughter would have given it to her because the kid refused it. So, like, grow up.
I dropped a poopy. Well, I did. It was the blue poopy.
Trying to think of what segments I can create with that clip now.
Because I said drop the poopy.
Yeah. Oh, things that excite old people. Finally! I dropped a poopy.
I dropped a poopy.
Yeah, and then a picture of an old man in a wheelchair, not facing the camera, and it says "Old Man Lissick" on the back, and he goes, "Urgh." Yeah.
Did you guys see this headline when the Louvre got robbed?
Wow.
No, it wasn't.
Dumb, fake, clarified butter.
That's astounding. Like,
I'm surprised it wasn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, wait! That's the code. That's the code of my luggage. I better change that.
Yes, you got it. Long live Mel Brooks.
Right.
The fuck, bro? Why wouldn't you charge your iPad before watching Alex and the Garbage Man, bro?
Right.
It's all Monday shows.
Wow, is tech decks still a thing? Do you remember tech decks were, Ryan? Did your little man have tech decks?
I think so. The name's kind of cluing in.
It was like those finger skateboards kids would use, like to do tricks and whatnot, right?
I know, yeah, the thumb boards. I think at one point they were called.
Because for some reason on my Facebook it just popped up, said, Nick, if you purchased from this business, how would you describe your experience? Oh, apparently I clicked on a tech deck ad a month ago. All right. Sure. Okay. Well, I guess there's okay. Weird.
Pics or you're a bro.
Wow.
Roaster.
Roaster.
That's what I do on this show. I say bro over and over and over again to prove to everyone how annoying the word bro is. Call me bro.
Call me bro.
I saw this at Reddit and on Reddit, and this just grinded my gears. Like, could you imagine working and seeing that?
Going postal is encouraged.
We have a no quit. That's no, I'm pretty sure. Now, maybe I'm not sure. So, I was gonna say maybe I'm pretty sure, but at this day and age, you never know. Most people, when they have an issue at a job or something is an issue, they usually say, "This is why this is an issue for me." Correct? Like it's not just randomly, I hate this place, I'm quitting. But maybe it is that way with people in this generation of the workforce. You know, like I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but if I had an issue with a place, I'd be like, all right, like this is my issue with this place, and they said, well, this is the way it is. Then I could definitely see quitting. But I mean, if you're bringing something to a store manager to say this is my issue, and they're still like, hey, you should stick around. It's like, no.
I could see that as maybe they're trying to stop people, like you said, from quitting right on the spot and walking out. But 2 week notice is pretty standard. I have heard people trying to sidestep shit with like places like Walmart because it's an entire ordeal trying to quit, where they force you to go through 3 sets of interviews and all this other crap, or they'll pull you off the schedule. So you lose those 2 weeks. But like myself, I've only quit a job on the spot twice. And not ironically, coincidentally, it was the same company.
Ooh, that's an interesting comment. It looks bad if people quit. Why is this employee no longer here? They quit. Why did they quit? Then either the manager has to make something up, or when the truth is found, then all of a sudden there's an internal investigation. We got to bring someone in from outside to bring up the morale of the company and make sure all the employees are happy. And it's a big old shit show. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely looks bad. I mean, you shouldn't just quit a job. Right? Yeah. But there's also only a certain amount that people can actually do, you know, especially in a manager, like, you know, manager being watched for stats too. But if people are unhappy with, like, say, a wage they're being paid or the working condition, there's only so much a manager can do when they have to answer to the people above them as well. Right?
Well, exactly. And the other factor with me, like when I quit, it was back in 2009, and it was to do hospital security in Calgary. And my safety was on the line because there was nobody there that knew what the hell they were doing. I had a classroom full of school teachers and weekend warriors, and they weren't offering these people any training. And sad to say, about 3 months into their contract, someone ended up dying at one of the Calgary hospitals that was a security guard because they were untrained and got stabbed by a mental patient. And then the second time with this same company, it was bitching about my nipples showing in my dress shirt in cold air. which they weren't visible, but you could see my man nips poking in the cold, and that was offensive. And I got told to go home and change it, and I told them where to put it.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes, very, very stupid people.
That's really too much. Yeah, I didn't need to hear that comment about Ryan's nips either. That's just uncalled for. We've done a lot on this show. That's just too far. You need to stop.
Yeah.
My nips have been called offensive on more than one occasion.
Fair enough, right? Yeah, my nips always show through clothes. I can't help it. So. Oh, okay. And really, could that be considered body shaming? Because there's nothing I can do about it. That's how it was. Like, that's how it was born. I cannot do anything with them.
Oh, you can do things with them, and it's called OnlyFans.
I really don't see a big list for fat guys. Guys, special fat guy nipples to be out on the world. But I'm just saying.
You would be surprised.
South Park did an episode of that, and Randy started an OnlyFans, and nobody was subscribing, and then Randy's wife started one, and she made like 10 grand in one night.
That's not going to work. For guys not to stare, that's not going to work. We can't help it.
Yeah, it's tuned into us. I mean, my son was less than a year old, and we were at Hooters, and he kept looking. It's just ingrained in their brains.
Well, he could have been hungry though too.
You could have a computerized shirt that blurs the rest of your body but keeps your face intact. We're still going to look.
Yeah, we'd still be there going like this, going, fucking. I can't help it.
On a related note, since you're here, Mr. Garbage Man, would you happen to have a fuck around and find out clip?
No.
Oh.
Hold on, let me see all the shit I've sent myself. Let's see. Like I said, I had no intentions on jumping on. Let's see. No. No, that's an Alex video. That's an Alex video. No. Oh, I do have one. I do have one. Let's see if it'll work. All right. That's there. Okay. Hold on. There. Wait. Is that this one? No, this one. Haha. Coach Future Hot Stepmom. So I know you can go back into the archives and look when we discussed May Long was 20th anniversary, and I rode in on the hood of James's truck car into Bay, and I did it right. Here is how you don't do it. Now, if you see right about here, that's where the concussion happened. Wait. Actually, right about there. That's where the immense brain trauma happened. And that's what happens when you fall down. Hi. I forgot to close the door, so Kim was getting a play-by-play of the show. But yes, this is what happens when you get on a vehicle and you're not safely. See, at least I was on the hood. Yep. She was like, yo, I get up, I get down, I get up and down and up and down. And that's what happens when you're on a vehicle unsafe.
And of course, it was Dodgers fans.
Oh.
Helmets, people wear them everywhere. Coral wears a helmet everywhere.
It might not
Please,
be a bad idea.
please, Cora, wear a helmet the next time you're on the Harsh Truth, just to prove how much you wear it.
Okay, so every once in a while we revisit an episode of things that we've talked about before. I got to show this before you show that video. I got to show this. Do you remember when we talked about the bears, the baristas from Starbucks?
Sounds familiar.
Yes.
Thanks, honey. All right. This is on eBay right now. Do you see the price of that bear?
Yes.
$20,000.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Ryan. There's your bear. I still maintain that the peanut butter ones look cooler.
Yeah, I've actually seen quite a few people selling them on Etsy where they've gotten glass honey containers and made their own, and they're selling them for like an eighth of the price of Starbucks.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, people, if you want a stupid bear, here you go.
And
Yeah,
just
maybe.
for Cora, in case boat helmets, here's Casey again at the Special Olympics.
We showed
Holy
Casey
shit.
earlier this and other pics, some where he was with Tex, and he was like, "You guys are trying to blackmail me."
Oh, Casey, you silly bitch.
Speaking of silly bitches, I would like to do a recap from 1 year, 1 month, and 3 days ago. Please react appropriately.
Here's the first one.
I'll never
to
say no to
restrict
you.
drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common is when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
You're laughing the
You have to wear a
exact same way.
seatbelt when you're
laughing
driving.
the exact same way again.
Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
You seriously laughed. Oh, you didn't clap this time. Well, you laughed exactly the same.
I think Ryan shared this one.
Now, Ryan, can you confirm if you shared this on your Facebook at some point in time?
Well, I guarantee you I did.
Wow.
So the only one, okay, I don't remember this. And again, not trying to dox you, Bill, but if you're still here, you're 10 years older than me. Do you remember all this crap when this happened? This war, like when they changed laws and everybody thought everything was gonna die, and oh my god. Well, yeah. Wow.
Her draw was awesome.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, get you right in the groin.
Want to? You have to wear a seat belt when you're driving.
Next
Pretty
thing
soon
you
we're going to
know,
be communist
next thing you
country.
know, I can't give my baby Marlboros. Fuck.
Country.
And look at us now. We're worshiping Joseph Stalin every day.
Oh, that's what that statue is downtown now. Oh, thought it was a General Lee. My bad. Totally being a smart ass.
It's like Inception, but Inception and Inception.
Yeah. No, Brody, this woman was telling the truth. Look what we've become. Seatbelts and driving laws. Communism. No. No.
Oh, sorry. Ah! Ah! Sorry.
Look at this goof. Not Brody. I'm talking about her.
I know her. I know.
Wow.
That
Dude,
trip down memory lane.
We had way more hair back then.
Yeah.
Inception upon inception upon inception.
Wow. Like a vortex of a vortex of a vortex.
Yeah. We got a video for your video so we can react to your reaction, bro.
Well. What?
Since we're on the stupid train.
Well.
Can't miss the family drama, though. What's going on?
There's no drama.
Oh, come on.
We're all too sleepy for drama.
Need more fodder for the show. Okay, well, fine. Fart. Yeah. I should have had that clip of the guy from Prince George at the beginning of COVID who was licking the bank door.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But until I find that, we're going to go with... Oh, an uncontrollable circular saw.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, yeah, I've fucking seen that one. Oh. Like, did he juice himself?
No, he was lucky that he did not suffer any damage. But obviously, he did not go to Texas School of Circular Sawing. And why not? Well, let's see what happened. Oh, he lost control. Good thing it went into the ground. Poor guy.
Why?
There's so many toothpicks and tire parts in my dryer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like an issue. Do you need a tissue? You want a drama? Oh, she walked away. All right.
Oh, she probably went to get a baseball bat.
Yeah, here she comes for the spoon. Fuck off. That's assault. That's on camera.
Yes, do it again.
I'm allowed.
Go away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, spank me, baby.
Yeah, one more time for the OnlyFans.
Give it to me, baby.
And this guy is taking a mini bicycle down an escalator.
Dumb ways to die. I don't put them in the dryer. I forget them in my pocket.
And it was right about here. He should have known he was going to fuck up. Because he gets stuck. Yeah. Darwin Award nominee, please. Yes. He didn't get his balls cut off, though, so I don't think he quite makes the nominee. But honorable mention at the very least.
Yeah, 100%.
And for those of you who have been on a forklift before, I hope that you have not tried this.
What's first rule loading a piece of when you're in a piece of equipment and it goes over? You have your seatbelt on. Stay in the piece of machinery. That's how it falls on you. Because tons of fun. Look at them. I believe I can fly. Woo! I believe I can't get off my thigh.
Hey, Cora, do you think one of your helmets would have helped him in this case? Oh.
Again. Dumb ways to die.
Oh.
Well.
The accelerator was stuck, Cletus. I had no idea. No.
I got a good one here of just a lovely idiot.
Yes.
Now let's see here. Actually, I got a few idiots, but I love these guys trying to play Fast and Furious.
It's off.
They were having fun.
Paddle.
That was a very expensive fuck up.
Yep.
Happened on a nice day, though.
Yes, it would look really nice.
And of course, you're always going to get, this is why you don't watch cartoons while driving.
Wow.
One more time for those of us in the back. Oh, I know we're not supposed to laugh at the misfortune of others, but even a stupid guy like me finds that absolutely hilarious.
That is pretty stupid.
We wish you would, though, Cora.
But, you know, imagine you're trying to, I don't know, fix a gas tank and nobody kind of told you. Well, just see.
Kahit hindi ako doktor. At dito ako na-trauma guys kasi naputukan ako ng tangke. Kaya pag makita niyo ako sa personal, may malaking piklat ako sa kaliwang kamay. Ay, sa kanan pala. Pero hindi lang mahalata kasi brown man ako. Tapos yung piklat, dark brown. Tapos pag masobrahan ako sa init, mag-violet. Grabe, parang pasa yung view.
That's why you don't use sparks. And I love these little 2-second clips because they just show, like, I mean, and this guy here, he broke every rule about taking a shot like that.
이제 범선을 하면서. 아니, 야.
와, 뻔했다. 나 파사인 것 같은데.
Made my tongue water. Fuck.
Like, have you ever taken the drink when it's lit, or did you always blow it out first?
Blew it out first?
I've seen quite a few people drink it while it's lit, trying to get the flame in their mouth and then crying about it afterwards. And this here is why there's regulations in Western countries involving where you refuel the gas.
Oh, I've seen this one. This is great.
Oh, Jesus.
Dumb ways to die. Well, at least they had the fire extinguisher on hand. Hey, Jim Bob, it happened again.
Wow.
Had he not dropped the match, he would have been fine. As soon as he dropped the match, he was like... And one more from me. Well, actually, two more. This one, though, could you imagine just having a shitty day like this, driving on the freeway?
Mira, y yo que saca yo. Yo que saca yo. Yo que saca. Padre, que la grabado. Lo grabado, yo. Anda que la grúa, mi arma. Sí, a toda la mierda y yo lo estaba viendo, digo que se cae. Pero la habrá agarrado para que su puta madre, ¿no? Vaya la que valía este. Dale para adelante, gilipollas, que valía el 3 de mayo. No había nadie.
In case you missed it.
What is it?
Oh, it's a porta potty.
Porta John. And then this one here is just, please know what the frig you're doing if you're trying to get cars unstuck. Like he's already separated the rear end from the body.
Yeah.
But no, he keeps going forward. I'm going to mute it because...
Yeah, copyright.
Yeah.
Tear that fucker out.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Dumb ways to die.
Run,
rear
just
end
run away.
plus a fuel tank.
Wow. So glad I could show up to share these whimsical notes with you guys. Noted.
Hard. Yep. Considering the amount of damage on his vehicle, yeah, he should have hired a tow truck. Wait for the ground to dry. The next spring.
Right.
So in relation to the picture Nick just shared, I got one driving clip for you. You're going to want to watch the right side of the screen where there's an idiot in the wrong lane. He's at a red light in the wrong lane, and he cuts off the traffic to his right. So there's our hero just pulled up on the right. He's in the wrong lane. He should not be in that lane. Traffic from the opposite side is going to pull into that lane.
I've even outside of this on my left.
No, mute that just because. And he turns right, cutting off the traffic that's going forward.
Wow.
Yeah. Bold. Just bold.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, I've seen some stupid before and some impatience, but that is awesome.
That's a special kind of stupid.
Speaking of a special kind of stupid, I'm going to go with just one Jim Idiot's clip.
That's good because I'm sleepy and I don't want to bail on you guys now.
Okay. You've heard of body dysmorphia.
Yep.
Have you heard of synthol?
No.
Synthol / cooking oil.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Injected right into the quad, bro. Strongest quad in the world. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Doing half the stack, bro. Just pumped. Oh, yeah.
He's not doing anything.
He's doing a 35 for quarter reps, and he drops it. Yeah. Wow, he's so huge and jacked.
Does he put that in his butt?
He has like the tiniest neck and pinhead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just huge, bro. He wins the Arnold Classic already.
No, there was guys in Mexico getting that shit done, but they were injecting glue and glitter into their bodies.
Wow.
How does it get to that point? Some people saw bigger, stronger, faster, and they got to the Greg Valentino bit, and they're like, wow, that's what I want to be when I grow up.
Wow.
You're so enthused.
Wow. I got nothing for you.
Well, I got one more thing for you, giggity. And, okay. An intro we haven't used in a little while, but again, I got just one for you. You ever known anyone with an accent?
A few.
You ever had anyone get called out for their accent?
Not called out, no. Ryan, you?
Not called out, insulted a few times, but never called out.
Prepare for both.
Carrot. Then a report of ice. Here, what country are you from?
The United States?
No, you're not. You've got an accent. What country do you originate from? Were you born here?
Yeah.
Where were your parents born?
Here.
Oh, well. Where's your accent from?
I don't think I have one.
You do. I'm an English teacher. I hear it, but you're young.
I have an accent?
Wow.
You have an accent. You're not from here.
Wow.
Hate to tell you about a place called Texas, boy.
Oh, that, or a thick Cajun?
Yep.
Like, oh
Louisiana.
Wow. Wow.
Like, my grandparents were born here, but they had a little hint of Ukrainian because of their parents. And my grandpa, being French Canadian, has the French Canadian accent.
Sucker le blur.
Tamarack.
So I always go to suck on my blur.
Of course you do.
Right.
Oh, I have one more picture here of Tex and
Casey.
Casey here. I just got to think which one. This one I like good though.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a pretty good one of Tex. He almost looks like he has one eye, like a cyclops, almost.
Good old AI swap.
Yes.
Okay with that though.
There's also one, it kind of turned out shitty because although you get the idea because we all know who Tex is.
Do we?
Well, no, but we try our
really.
best to. I thought this one would.
Text like, well, I know what I'm jerking off to now.
You know what you should do, Ryan? Email those to us, and I will send them to Tex. And yes, he will have some spank bank material.
Did I grab the one with him and Casey on the kiss cam at the Texas game?
Absolutely.
Okay. Nick, did you happen to see that one?
I did
here's
not.
them in well, there's two of them. There's one. Oh yeah, here's this one.
Jesus. Awesome.
And then I made one more here of them. Them just standing in a hallway, but this is the moo moo shot from earlier.
Jesus Christ.
And just to round things off, because we don't have a good picture of Ginger, I typed in AI, show a psychotic redhead in an Irish pub fighting, and this is what came up. She did get the nose bloody.
Needs a little bit more red snapper, though.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Okay.
I think we're going to end it on that note.
Yeah, see, I'm tapping out. I'm tired.
Do you have any songs you would like to recommend to the people?
I only have one that evens me up to a 138. I must have either missed one or put two in, but I'm a big Zach Bryan fan, but this one's from the Great American Bar Scene, called 28. So I just got the one this week. But yeah, great song. What's up, Duke His Flower?
But you wanted to go to bed at 9 o'clock.
I'm going to be going to bed soon. I have to be up early.
Then get off the computer.
Wow.
Aw.
It's only my business, devil woman.
I just
Yeah, you should.
And that's really sad because Hanama showed up.
No.
Hi, Hanama. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. We are about to end the show, but you can always give it some time to render and then have a look back at what we've done tonight.
Okay, but I am going to bail. Good night, everybody. I love you. Thank you, Ryan, for helping me out. I appreciate it. Everything should be back to normal. So I am definitely not going to do that. Make her some cookie. No, I won't. So, because she knows I'll be lying. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next week.
All right.
Good night, buddy.
Thank you so much for being here, Cora. If you got to go, you got to go. We really appreciate you being here for as long as you were. Listen, a few hours later. And does good Sir Redneck have anything to recommend to the people?
Not necessarily, but if you have the Victory Plus app and you want to see some good junior hockey, they have all the WHL games for free on there, and it is really good hockey to watch. I know our team, the Cougars, has 2 first-round draft picks playing right now, including one of the best goalies I've seen in a long time. So it's really worth watching.
Excellent. Also worth watching, in terms of movies from 1969, Z, or if you're in the United States, Cora, Z. The public murder of a prominent politician and doctor amid a violent demonstration is covered up by military and government officials. A tenacious magistrate is determined not to let them get away with this. Directed by Costa Gavras, great French filmmaker, still alive, still making movies. There's another one of his that I'm going to recommend in the near future. But this was excellent. The pacing, it does slow down a bit, but excellent movie. 8.1 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. This is filmmaking in the 20th century. Sure, Costa Gavras is not Stanley Kubrick, but he's very good. I highly recommend this. It's on Amazon. It might be on other places on the internet if you care to look. So all you young filmmakers out there, the political drama and the political thriller can still live. Use this as your template. And we would
Costa,
Yep.
Oh, I was just going to say, and the director there was one of the few that were featured in the 80s movie starring Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd, Spies Like Us, who had a cameo appearance with quite a few other directors in the doctor scene and the Russian soldiers scene.
And I saw Spies Like Us. Then again, it was a good few years ago. Cool. Awesome. Good little bit of trivia. And we would like to thank everyone who is here, be it for the moment of the duration, the moment being Hanama, the duration being Lady Cora, and everyone else in between. Dr. Nick, who showed up for a good little while. Thank you so much. Stephanie, Courtney, great to see ya. Casey, and Colleen, and people we haven't seen in a while and we hope are doing well. Ginger, Overseer, Beverly, Svelte Brody, Shlomo, Really Mysterious, Junior Coltrane, Van, Coos to Him, Edward Blake, Rashid Jurgens, Freak Nasty Bumsex, why not? Stuart McQuaid, AJ Raider, Michael Ewan Madden, hashtag Walk It Off, Wild Bill, Mr. Garner, Penny, Trish, Jen, Tamara, Amanda, my friends Sarah, Chantel, and Teresa, our friends Matt, James, Jared, Kathy, Fraser, Sheena, and the future champion of the galaxy, Dewey Robson, hashtag One Day. 2 Trevors, 2 Cindys, all 3 Jolenes, Super Yahtzee, Nathan, Nick's moms and dads, my aunties Di and Kathy, and cousins Lisa and Adam and Jamie, and of course, shout-outs to Gareth, Susan, Ravi, and Ashley. I say it, and I keep saying it, and hopefully one day it'll come true. Think before you say something, think before you do something. Take 5 minutes a day to learn a new skill or improve upon an existing one, and do 3 good things for people every day without expectation of reward or reciprocation. For Kyle, do you have any parting words of wisdom for the people?
Just to requote Homer Simpson, when I buy a ticket to a sporting event, it gives me the right, no, duty, to make a complete ass out of myself and to get caught on camera.
One day, Lady Cora, one day. But until that day.
And I was just going to say, and just to say to everyone, I probably won't be on for a bit now unless they need a spare, but you can always find me in the chat, chatting her up.
Yeah, he and Frank go back and forth for edgiest comment, so one day we will have a winner. But who's it going to be? We don't know. It's too close to call at this point. Much ridicule has been launched at Gloria Pouchfonte's quiche-smelling uterus over time, but at the end of the week, it's symbolic. It's akin to actors on a stage at the conclusion of a play giving their final bows before departing from the audience's eyes. It signals a deep appreciation for the devotion of one's time to another's performance. It is a kind of quiche-smelling well-wishing until the next time. Or it's not. Maybe it's a big old middle finger in the way of a distorted-looking womb that smells like a zombie living at a garbage dump and bathing in years-expired pea soup. Maybe we'll never know. Alex and the Garbage Man will return on Cyber Monday, December 1st. Let our silly banter influence your online purchasing choices. We take no responsibility whatsoever. And remember, we've always been at war with pornographic undertones. It's 2025. There's absolutely no need for subliminal, subconscious, subtle messages when it comes to the titillating, the tempting, the tantalizingly taboo subject that is the visual debauchery of bumping uglies. According to Medium.com, quote, estimates put the annual revenue of the global porn industry between 97 billion and 100 billion, end quote. Agreed. It's not for people under the age of 18, but let's not pretend storks delivering babies had anything to do with it, although the origins of that folk tale is somewhat interesting. Ja, 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 ja.
Scheiße.
Join us or die.